lid, and it has to be locked, and make sure the seal is closed. And then we're going to use a manual setting, and we're going to do 5 minutes. And that's it. Cool. And then when it gets done, it'll tell us it's done, and we can empty it, or we can wait till later, or we can do whatever we want to do. So that's just telling me that it's getting started, so it's going to start steaming up now. And then in a few minutes it'll come up, when it gets to pressure, it'll come up and there'll be a 5 there, and then it'll start counting down. It's 5 minutes. When it comes to pressure, you can hear it kind of hissing and steaming, so things are building up in there, and you'll hear it lock, and that's when it's under pressure, and that's when the number 5 will come up. Start counting up as to how long it's keeping warm. Right now it's just keeping warm. The other thing that's happening is the pressure is going to start dropping. So I have a choice at this point. I can open that valve and do what's called quick release, and it will release the pressure immediately. Steam will come flying out of that valve and it'll release the pressure immediately. Or I can leave it there and let it release by itself until the pressure is released. I can't open the lid. That's a safety feature, so you can't open the lid until the pressure is released. Usually when I do these potatoes, it takes about 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes for the pressure to release on its own, and then I can open the lid. Typically, if it hasn't released on its own by 10 minutes, then I do go ahead and release it, because it's not going to be a lot of pressure in there at that point. So for now, we're just going to let it release. Because if steam's going to come flying out there, I don't want my fingers anywhere near it. So I just take one of these and see, it's almost released on its own, but it's still got just a little bit of steam left in there. And once it quits steaming, then I can open the lid.
Now, if it were quick release, there would be a lot of steam.
A lot of steam. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that would be the main difference.
Right. So now I'm going to take the lid off, and there's my potatoes. Perfect. With a Norwex cloth that I bought on Amazon. It's scratchy on one side and smooth on the other side. And you see how dirty this potato is? See how clean it is compared to the dirty one now? And I always dry them off because they're going to collect some moisture. So I dry them off before I put them in there. You don't have to be dry, but just not drippy wet. Okay. And usually when I put things in the crock pot, I turn them on high at first. So I turn it on high on potatoes like this, maybe 30, 45 minutes. And then I'm going to turn it down to low.